In the Middle East, Israel says 3 rockets have been fired from Gaza after Hamas failed to extend a day-long truce. CCTV's Roee Ruttenberg is live in Tel Aviv with all the latest. Roee, why did Hamas refuse to extend its truce?
Well, it's unclear. Shortly after the truce was expired, we heard from Osama Hamdan, who's the international relations representative for Hamas based out of Lebanon, saying that it would be extended. And then we saw as many as at least 3 rockets fired from Gaza. The claim of responsibility coming from the Al-Qassam brigades, which is the military wing of Hamas. It's unclear why they chose to resume the fighting. We know that Israel unilaterally offered to extend that ceasefire by 4 hours. The Israeli Prime Minister's office already putting out tweets indicating that Israel has 4 times halted its fire, and 4 times that halt was reciprocated with additional fire. We heard sirens going off in various parts of Israel, notably in the south, and even a few in central Israel, and Israel's Iron Dome, its defensive shield, put in place to knock down some of those rockets. All of this, of course, comes amid continued diplomacy in Paris with representatives from 7 countries, including the U.S., Turkey, and Qatar, and obviously the host, France, trying to put together some sort of extended ceasefire. They're hoping this 12 hours could be a, quote, a deposit, a down payment on a longer 7-day ceasefire ahead of the Eid al-Fitr holiday, which is coming up here, marking the end of the Islamic holy month of Ramadan. Now that, of course, seems to be off the table at the moment. It's unclear what Israel's response will be to these rockets, but so far we know that the government here has said that it will respond if it is fired upon.
Well, Roee, that truce did hold for 12 hours. Did life return to somewhat normal for everyday citizens? Did you see them out walking around?
Well, that depends if you're obviously here or in Gaza. Within Israel, people took advantage of those 12 hours, a very sunny day, lots of people going to the beach and other public areas. Pretty certain that there won't be any sirens sounded that would normally force them to seek shelter and run to a safe spot. In Gaza, it was a much different situation. Of course, people came out, a lot of them looking for food supplies and other resources, and we know that a number of bodies were evacuated, removed from the rubble. We heard as many as 100, putting that death toll in Gaza, according to local Palestinian sources, at more than 1,000. So life returning to some sense of calm for the people taking advantage of those 12 hours of apparent silence. But now we've seen that return of fire. We've seen the sirens sounded again in Israel. People aware that the ceasefire has ended despite Israel's unilateral extension of it, and perhaps people in Gaza now bracing for what they expect might be another night of retaliation.
Roee Ruttenberg reporting live in Tel Aviv. We will check back with you later. Thank you.